All right, I want to be really serious this time before I roll this footage. This hurts me a lot. This purpose of Farrah Fawcett's death is because nobody seems to remember her death on this day. But everybody, but funny, ironically, they remember Michael Jackson had died on this day, but remember, Michael Jackson and Farrah Fawcett died on the same day. And all the mass media always covers Michael Jackson's death, commemorating in this day, but they never do for Farrah. So, I decided to put this up in remembrance of Farrah Fawcett. Growing up as a teenager, I had many good times with her. I mean, back in the 70s, she was iconic. My dad brought me that infamous poster back in the 70s and this and that, and that's it. Anyways, we'll just roll this footage, alright? This is for you, Farrah. Rest in peace.
And my comment about it just moments ago is that it really elevated the whole discussion on domestic violence in this country. Do you agree?
Absolutely. It was so important at the time, and it was considered one of her greatest performances. Right. And she always considered that. She was Emmy nominated for the role as well, by the way. But the fact that Farrah, somebody that beautiful, isn't supposed to have such a terrible marriage and not supposed to be knocked around by her husband in that kind of role. So, why is she putting up with it? And there were wonderful psychological layers to her being cast in that role and why it worked so well.
Boy,
interview that Ryan O'Neal did before Farrah's passing was with Barbara Walters for 2020. That interview was originally going to air on Friday. Instead, it was pushed up to tonight. And in the interview, Ryan O'Neal revealed that he wanted to marry Farrah before she died. Take a look at this.
I always thought I would marry Farrah Fawcett.
The Angels are picked up as a regular series in the fall. Then, over the summer of 1976,
there it is, the iconic poster
is released.
It made her the biggest thing in America. She was a phenomenon at the moment.
The poster eventually sells a record 12 million copies. And something unheard of at the time, Farrah gets 10% of the profits.
I own the copyright.
Farrah wants to be more than just a sex symbol.
Oh man, that was a poster. That's the one I wanted my dad to bring me.
Also, now I have to realize that I'm just beginning to realize that I have more to offer than just...
To this date is incurable.
Farrah Fawcett's funeral was held at the fittingly named Cathedral of Our Lady of Angels in downtown LA. The private invitation-only ceremony was attended by the actress's family and her closest friends. Perhaps the most important guest of all was Farrah's son.
Feeling in that church. It was love.